CNBC-TV18 Weekender.
You know, there was this whole debate about how much the quantity should be that should be put out on plate as well.
That was terrible. I'm not going to... I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard. I was crying in laughter, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
Yeah,
So, Chef, what are we cooking today? What are the ingredients?
Okay, so this is a very...
And what is it called?
Okay, it's called the Green Monster Salad. Okay, it's got everything green inside. So we've got bok choy, we've got green bell peppers, we've got green beans. Now green beans have been blanched.
Okay.
Fresh green peas, okay, in here. So there's a lot of flavor, there's a lot of texture. Now we've got celery also. Celery is called a negative calorie food because you actually burn calories to digest it.
All right.
Okay, so it's an antioxidant. So we've got some leeks. If you don't get leeks, you can get spring onions, which have been cut very fine. So we're going to add some here and some I'm going to put later on the top.
So are you experimenting this today or have you done this before?
No, this is on my
your menu.
This is on the Hello Green menu.
Okay.
So we mix this up, a little bit of salt, some black pepper. So what we do is first we make the soup, and to this we add a little bit of olive oil.
A lot of these vegetables is something that I can procure from my vegetable guy.
Yes.
But the minute you start adding olive oil and other stuff, do you say that while of course it increases the health nutrition value of it, it also starts putting pressure on my wallet then?
Well, I don't really think so, because I think that first of all you're supposed to eat very less oil.
Sure.
You're supposed to use less. So automatically when you buy something expensive, you're going
to use it less.
So, okay, so we've got this tomato soup here, to which I've added olive oil, and then we just blend this.
So who cooks at home? Is it your wife, is it the cook, or you do it sometimes?
I think I cook in once in about 2-3 weeks when I have time.
Yeah.
My daughter makes her own breakfast, and we have a cook at home, and my wife is the chef at home. The chef who just supervises.
Alright.
Great. So we've got our, you can call it a minestrone soup dressing.
Okay.
So you see you've got a very nice, light, very flavorful. So we're going to add a little bit of this dressing.
And when would you recommend eating something like this? Is it like a lunch? Is it a snack?
No, you could eat it for breakfast, lunch,
and
tea time, dinner, after dinner.
Salad is good anytime.
Exactly. So it's really crunchy, it's really nice. And now with this, this is normally we put into a nice box and we send it to people. And so I'm just going to plate this for you. We have some beautiful microgreens, as we call them, or sprouts, which we add into this. Also we are doing a trial on some really lean, mean chicken burgers. Okay, and our Go Greens healthy lunch is ready. Yeah, so this is actually, as I was saying, that you can still eat a burger.
Which is not deep fried.
Yeah, burgers are never deep fried, by the way.
Okay.
Only the terrible fast food joints in. So this is cooked with 100% skinless, boneless chicken. It's got onions, ginger, garlic. It's got a little bit of Thai spices.
But tell me, how big is the office goers business now coming in as? Because most people that I know are ordering boxes, in the boxes kind of meals.
Well, this is meals in a box.
Yes. And a wholesome one at that.
This is very wholesome, and the thing is that we have a great variety.
Just coming on one more point here, you know, it's mostly said on how real estate really makes a difference on where your restaurant is. Do you think that that's a very important aspect on where you open a place? What kind of people are you targeting in that area?
The location is one big factor which makes or breaks the restaurant. And I think besides that, of course, it's the product itself. Rents are astronomical in Bombay especially. So everything depends upon rent, which depends upon location.
You know, before we wind this up, tell us on what can we look forward to you, Chef Vicky Ratnani, going forward. What are the plans now?
So I have, I'm doing Hello Greens, which is a very interesting food brand. I'm doing another brand which is called the Kettlery. The Kettlery is based out of Ahmedabad, but we are taking the brand pan-India. and I'm doing a food concept around the kettlery. I'm also signing up another signature restaurant in Mumbai as well. I would really like to start a cooking studio where I could teach people how to cook.
You have a student right here.
Okay, you can fill in the form and enroll yourself.
Sure, we'll do
yeah, there's some interesting things. I mean, I'm also working on another book. So I wish sometimes we had a little over 24 hours in the day. It would have been fun.
Vicky Ratnani, it has been a pleasure talking to you and tasting your food. Thank you so much for having us.
CNBC-TV18 Weekender.